I found out my husband and dearest friend were having an affair. The text I got from my sister changed everything. Check Tyler's car. That's it. No context, no explanation. Just those 3 words that made my stomach drop. Tyler had been acting weird for weeks. He'd shower as soon as he got home from work, claiming his construction job was extra dusty. He'd sleep facing away from me, phone always face down on the nightstand, and when I asked about weekend plans, he'd get this deer in headlights look before mumbling something about overtime. My best friend Jess had been weird too. She'd cancel our weekly coffee dates last minute, saying she had to work. Funny thing was, she worked at a bakery that closed at 3 p.m. When I'd call her at night, she'd sound out of breath or distracted, claiming she was at the gym. Jess hadn't been to a gym since high school, so when my sister sent that text, everything clicked. I waited until Tyler left for work the next morning, then drove to his job site. His truck was parked behind the hardware store, but the construction site was on the other side of town. I sat there for 2 hours, hands shaking, until I saw them. Tyler and Jess walking out of the motel next door, her hand on his back, both of them laughing. She was wearing the earrings I'd bought her for her birthday last month. The rage hit me like a freight train, but instead of confronting them, I drove home and opened my laptop. I'd always handled our finances, so I had access to everything. Tyler's credit card statements told the whole story. Motel charges going back 3 months. Dinner dates at restaurants I'd never been to. Even a jewelry store purchased the same day I'd worked late. That's when I remembered the key. Tyler's mom had given us the spare key to her cabin last Christmas, saying we could use it anytime. She lived in Florida now and never went there. Perfect. I called in sick to work and drove the hour to the cabin. It was exactly what I needed. Remote, private, and best of all, Tyler's mom had mentioned the septic system was acting up and needed to be pumped soon. I spent the afternoon setting up, bought a cheap prepaid phone, printed out every receipt and photo from Tyler's phone that I'd been secretly backing up to the cloud. Then, I sent them both a text from the burner phone, pretending to be someone who'd found Tyler's wallet at the motel. I said I'd meet them at the cabin to return it. They showed up together in Jess's car around sunset. I watched from the woods as they walked up to the porch, confused about why no one was answering. That's when I stepped out. Looking for this? I held up Tyler's wallet that I'd taken from his gym bag that morning. The looks on their faces were priceless. Tyler went pale. Jess actually stumbled backward. I walked closer, pulling out the stack of printed receipts. 3 months, I said, letting the papers scatter in the wind. 3 months you've been lying to my face every single day. 3 months of me cooking your favorite meals, Tyler, while you were taking her to fancy restaurants. 3 months of listening to you complain about money while you bought her jewelry. Tyler tried to stammer out some excuse, but I cut him off. Save it. I've already talked to a lawyer. Adultery might not matter much in divorce court, but it matters to your mom, and your boss, and everyone at Jess's bakery. Jess finally found her voice. You can't just ruin our lives over this. Watch me. I pulled out my phone. I've got videos, photos, receipts, and text messages. Your boss at the bakery is very interested to know why you've been calling in sick to meet married men at motels. Turns out he's pretty old-fashioned about that kind of thing. I'd actually called her boss that morning, pretending to be concerned about Jess's health since she'd been sick so often lately. He was not happy to learn she'd been lying. Tyler stepped forward. Come on, babe. We can work this out. It didn't mean anything. Don't call me babe. And it meant something to me. I looked at both of them standing there, finally seeing them for what they really were. You want to be together so bad? Here's your chance. Tyler, you're getting served with divorce papers tomorrow. The house is in my name, by the way. Wedding gift from my parents. The panic in Tyler's eyes was satisfying. He'd always assumed the house was ours together. And Jess? I smiled at my former best friend. Remember when you said I was too good for Tyler? Turns out you were right. I was too good for both of you. I got in my car and drove away, leaving them standing in the driveway of the cabin with no power, no cell service, and a 2-hour walk back to town. The septic system chose that exact moment to back up into the yard. Tyler tried calling me for weeks, even showing up at my work, but I'd already moved on, filed for divorce, kept the house, and started dating someone who actually appreciates me.